Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another V Rising showcase within the series. This video, we're mostly going to be focusing on Nightmarshal Styx The Sunderer, a legendary vampire from the age of Dracula. He gives you the reward Bat Form, arguably the most important power in the game. I cannot stress enough how important Bat Form is for stopping sieges, for laying ambushes, for ganking. This is going to be something that people rush to in competitive modes and Iron Man and hardcore servers. And overall, it's just a super fun ability. It's really genuinely fun to use Bat Form, and when you're out in the field and you run into PvP, your teammates can just Bat Form over to you and land right next to you. So I'm going to go ahead and go fight Styx the Sunderer, and then I'm going to showcase what Bat Form is like. So I just got to level 82, and I'm pretty excited. I just unlocked as well with my squad the ability to craft the endgame unique amulet Blood Key, which will increase our item level by another 3. So we will actually be able to get to, I believe, 85 is the highest eye level that we've seen so far. So without further ado, let me go ahead and showcase Styx the Sunderer. First, we're going to grab clan buffs, of course. Today, my squad was able to defeat all 3 of the raid bosses on the server. Those are very challenging and super fun fights, and I'm looking forward to, very much looking forward to showcase what those fights are like in a solo setting as well, as we are going to be practicing for the solo tournament that's coming out tomorrow, the 21st of May. There's a tournament server called Interview with a Vampire that's going to be a hardcore solo rule set with prizes, and that is launching at 10 a.m. Pacific. So I hope to see some of you there as well to practice your solo hardcore gameplay. So we're going to go ahead and teleport to Cursed Forest, and we're going to track down Styx. He likes to hang out on the southeast side of the map, and he is a beautiful fight at item level. He's definitely killable below item level as well after you learn the fight, and I highly recommend that you clear all the monsters away from the fight before you try to fight him, as you can see here, werewolves and other random monsters will come fight you, and it will just make the fight that much more difficult. And I apologize, guys. I'm not navigating very well at the moment. So this Nightmarshal Styx likes to hang out somewhere over here, so we'll go ahead and mark it. He does walk this particular path, and he's very vicious when he catches you in your back. When you're trying to farm Scourge Stone at the Ancient Village, I have died to him several times, and I also wiped to him a couple times before I finally managed to beat him. But I think now at item level 82, he's going to be an easy fight, and he almost always drops at least 1 golden jewelry. So here he is. I'm going to go ahead and get a big start there with the horse. Getting hit twice there. This is real bad. If a player comes right now, we are going to be in massive trouble. We're going to try to finish, though. We have about equal fight at the moment. Excuse me, about equal health. Oof, this is getting really close. Way too close for comfort. I'm going to try to pop one heal here. Need to get off a big block to get some skeletons going. The skeletons are great. They take aggro. We picked up a werewolf. We were just talking about clearing the field, so this is the perfect opportunity to showcase why that's important. Most important thing to block is going to be that werewolf. We're going to go ahead and ult on us as well. This is getting super, super close. We got to finish him if we can. He's one. We're one. Oh, yes. You are invulnerable when sucking bosses. So even at level 82, way above the recommended level, we nearly lost that fight. Thank God another player didn't come right there. That would have been awful. There is someone else's horse over here, so someone could be farming nearby, or they went over to Spider Queen. It sounds like some players are at Spider, and we really don't have very good loot, so we're going to go ahead and showcase how great bat form is. Keep in mind this ability does not work very well in the daytime. We're going to take a look at Spider Queen. Remember to never announce your location in global chat. That is an excellent way to get ganked. And keeping in mind the cost of the Bloodstone necklace, we're going to need 21 dark silver ingots and 6 gold ingots. So that alone is a massive amount of Scourge Stone, golden jewelry. The hair is Blaze as well. We do have players here. It looks like this is 2 players. One of them is level 35. Possibly choosing to run away. As you can see, the bat just gets us exactly where we want to go really fast, and it works from almost anywhere in the game to anywhere else. So that was a really good escape from that player. We probably should have went from the other one. Here's one. Alright, so he's going down the road. Oh, unfortunately we can't bat for him. We picked up some random stuff. But that would have been a great time to use it. Here we're going to get a monster on us as well, and it does have a very long cast time. So we actually won't be able to catch him, I think, unless we kill this Wendigo. But there we have a little bit of PvP showcasing how great bat form is, the availability to move quickly over the map. You cannot carry resources, so you can't really use it to siege as the player dropping the siege golem, but the other players can be up in bat form nearby, and then you can drop down and help them. So I'm also going to showcase very quickly, you can use bat form a little bit in the sun. Obviously after a while it starts to hurt you and it will take you out of bat form, and then you'll just drop down. I thought you would just drop straight down, but it looks like it won't. So let's put space a couple times. Unfortunately we weren't in landable territory, so that is showcasing that the danger there of bat forming in daytime. If we had been over territory we could land in, we would have landed there. Here's another player as well here at the waygate. We're going to go ahead and leave him alone. He's pretty low level. We were mostly just trying to play around and have a good time. I never actually loot these players unless they're somewhere around level 70 plus, because I actually need that dark iron ingots and the gold ingots. But there we are showcasing how to just drop out of bad form. It's still very fast. I would argue that it's faster than wolf form, especially in certain zones like Cursed Forest where you're running into dead ends and you've got Wendigo werewolves chasing you and spiders spitting on you and toads licking you. So there is a lot going on in Cursed Forest right now. You can see it's very popular. This is This is official server 1, also known as official server 4001. And so today alone we've been sieged multiple times, including one loss, but we won quite a few sieges, and we also went to another. Oh, you know what? I'm so happy we went back to collect my corpse, because I forgot I had this 550 silver cost amulet here, which I'll showcase in just a second, or helmet. So here is the 550 silver helmet. It looks really, really awesome, and you definitely drop your cosmetics when you die. It sounds like they're going to go back to Spider, so we're going to go ahead and let them live and get a big kill on Spider. I am surprised that a level 38 is trying to kill Spider. That's a massive skip for that player considering how high Spider is, but they're probably just friends trying to get some stuff done together, so we'll let them farm. We're mostly worried about fighting the endgame squads that have castles in the tier 3 zone, and from stopping them from sieging us. But as I was saying, we did show up in bad form today as 4 players right on top of where they were summoning a siege golem, and we caught them by surprise, and all 4 of my squad mates and I used our ultimate abilities directly after we landed, which I'll showcase real quick, just how fast and lethal it can be if you're coordinated. So we're gonna assume that someone makes a call out in Discord or global chat, or something, that they're at the waygate, and so you get next to the waygate, you drop in, right, and you just ultimate. So you have 4 ultimates hitting the same place at once, and you can't even see the players who are bats up in the sky. Now, for the final part of the video, we're going to showcase the boss Winged Horror. He's one of the final 3 raid bosses in the game, and a fantastic fight. We're not actually going to fight him. He's extremely strong, and I've already wiped a few times today trying to solo him, but we will. We also lost our 100% brute blood, or our 87% brute blood, whatever we had. So that was actually a big death. But here we go. It's the sunlight as well, so we're not going to get quite as effective of a use out of bad form, but that's right. I just like using it. To be honest, I mostly use bad form to get anywhere on the map now. It's just super fun to use. You can also scout enemy bases, but you cannot see enemy players or monsters when you're in bad form. I'll say that one more time. You cannot see enemy players or monsters while in bad form. So you won't actually be able to see the castle defense. You won't be able to see the servants they have placed. So normally without the bad form, you come to this point right here, which we're just going to go ahead and land there to showcase. You come to this point here and you actually cannot get to Winged Horror. You have to defeat Nightmarshal Styx in order to unlock bat form, and then you can use bat form to fly up and fight the Winged Horror. It also kind of shows you how it would work sieging someone who doesn't have their setup correctly, but there's the Winged Horror. He is an incredibly tough boss in a very, very small arena, and there's fire and ice and AoEs and lasers, and it is very dangerous. Also, as you can see here, we're actually flying over parts of the map that you can't normally traverse. So the bat is just really, really good. It's super easy for skipping certain areas or for just dropping down on bosses. And right now I'm going to try to showcase, just for a minute, what bat form is like for scouting enemy keeps. So you can kind of see what walls they have set up here. If this player has servants, he probably has some here at the windows, maybe here on the cliff, and then obviously this is their main base. If any of this area isn't claimed by tiles, you can land on it. So he obviously doesn't own this part of the castle, and what I'm talking about by owning is borders. So you can see his borders here aren't extended all the way to this cliff, so that actually allowed us to land inside his castle. So we can go ahead and kill all of his horses to stop him from sieging, right? We're going to just want to hurt the enemy players. We also have a player down here, Ivanus. But he's only level 48, as you can see, so we're going to go ahead and leave him alone. It was mostly just for fun. And then we'll take a look at some of these other castles over here and see what kind of defenses they have. It's very useful for dropping into an enemy castle and ganking them or stealing their unsecured loot. The first players on the map to get bad form are going to have a massive, massive advantage in PvP and PvE. This player actually looks like they don't even have walls, but they have a very small castle. Looks like it might be made of wood. So we're going to go ahead and leave them alone. Here, also pretty secure. We're not going to be able to steal very much. But that's the end of Nightmarshal Styx, and kind of showcasing all the strengths of Bat. It's really, really, really good for PvP when you have one player in wolf form or on the ground and the other players with bats. You can just ambush people very, very easily. This looks like it's all claimed, so we're probably not going to be able to land inside their base, but if we could, you can see they have chests and production facilities kind of out in the open there. Sakuna is actually a high-level player, so now I can actually mark my map and show where I'm going to want to siege tomorrow when the siege window opens back up. Yeah, so Sakuna has an awesome layout here, a double keep. This is a server with only one clan heart, only one castle heart, so they've really capitalized on their allowable space by taking up this entire section. They also did a great job of claiming every tile in the section, so I actually cannot land there at all. It's really, really good for castles that only have... it's really good for castles that have multiple clans sharing an area because it forces them to have some sort of border, and in that border you can land. It's not always helpful depending on how they set their castle up, of course. Here's also a really, really good castle. These castles are incredible. They've put so much time and effort into these. They did a good job. I've also seen these two players today farming the silver mine. And so if I landed between them, I still wouldn't be able to access either castle. So you can see where it has some strategic limitations, but it also has... Jeez, look at this guy's keep. It also has just some really great aspects to it. This guy's keep is so good. I think Scully might be a solo player. Look at this setup. He's got a whole garden going on. He's got his teleport pad with his well and his mist brazier. A massive center keep, a maze of outer walls, some good chokes. This is phenomenal. Some of these players on this server are a lot further than I thought they were. Here's another kind of early relaxed castle. Again, I don't think we're going to be able to land inside. But there are many players, especially earlier in the game's lifespan and the server's lifespan, where you can drop in and take things. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and leave some questions or ideas for videos. Someone on my other video suggested I showcase the flying form, and I actually hadn't had it unlocked yet, so I really appreciate that. I went and unlocked it today with my clan. I definitely failed fighting it solo earlier when I was a lower level, but the clan came and helped me, and the bat form is incredible. It's literally game-changing. This castle right here actually looks like somewhere that I could probably land inside. The other good thing is that you can land in certain areas that might give you access to areas that they think they blocked off. So if I had a horse, I could probably just jump over his walls. I don't think I can jump over here. No, he blocked that pretty good. But that's the end of the video, guys, so thanks again, and I hope you're enjoying the game and its launch, and you're taking it at a nice pace, playing PvE, and gradually making your way to PvP servers, where there's just so much siege and interesting things going on. It's crazy how much content this game has to offer. And I'll see you guys next time for another showcase or fundamental video.